Hey guys, what's going on? Happy New Year to you. It is January 1st, 2022, and this is going to be the month for me of crypto. So, for you guys that know me already, you know, I'm pretty cryptarded, as I call it. It's probably not very politically correct, but it's pretty much what I am. I've missed the bandwagon, it feels like, on crypto probably for the last 10 years, so I thought I'd start this year off, just the whole of January, just focusing on alert services to do with crypto, how I can invest my own money in crypto, learning more about the blockchain, learning about all this stuff that probably most of you guys already know a ton about. And I thought hopefully that, you know, I can learn something, you guys can learn something. And the timing was pretty good because one of my friends basically referred me to a new documentary called Uncensored Crypto that is coming out on January 18th this month. And it features like 50 insiders, basically experts on the crypto world, on DeFi, on all these different things to do with the blockchain, and I thought it'd be really cool to kind of go through some of it. So this is the landing page. I've actually started writing a review because I've managed to get like early access to the documentary series. It is free, at least for a limited time. They're releasing the episodes for free. I think there's 9 episodes in total. Let me just find my article. So this is on my personal finance blog. It's mainly where I talk about crypto and stuff like that. It's kind of the go-to place for me at the moment on this stuff. So you can register. I'll put a link in the description to go and register for this thing. It's free, like I said. They drop out an episode every day starting on January 18th, but it's worth getting signed up as soon as possible so you get all their bonus stuff and all their extra stuff that they're going to send out, which is really cool. So the stuff that is in here is really interesting. So I've actually watched episode 1 already, and it just blew my mind. I have a basic understanding of cryptocurrency. I own some Bitcoin, and I've done a few things like helium mining and things, but I'm really new to the space. It's something I really want to embrace, and if January does anything for me, it's going to be learn more how to make money in the metaverse, NFTs, all this stuff. I want to be able to do it properly. So this is kind of my course. It's a documentary, but it's really a course, as you'll see in the dashboard in a minute. So, in episode 1, I learned all of these things, how the carnage of the 2008 financial crisis basically birthed a lot of this new monetary system, why this is going to be bigger than the internet, and that we're at a tipping point with Bitcoin at the moment. And that was something that actually, it really put me off from getting started with Bitcoin. I remember quite a few years ago now, my friends would buy it at $1,000 or whatever. It would rip up and then tank, and everybody would say, well, it's a scam. You know, you're wasting your money, blah, blah, blah. The weird thing is, though, as time goes on, Bitcoin hasn't failed. It's continued, and it's reached a point now where basically it's not going to fail, or it's extremely unlikely. It's called the Lindy effect. It's mentioned in the documentary. You can look it up. But basically the Lindy effect is where if you have some sort of technology, if it's lasted long enough, the chances of it failing are really low. And it survived, so Bitcoin survived for 13 years. I think it's something like 9 years is when the Lindy effect really kicks in. So in my head at this point, Bitcoin's not going to fail, so I've got to get on board. Yes, I'm late, but you know, they say the best time to invest was 10 years ago, and the second best time is now. So I've started to buy some Bitcoin. I'm going to buy all these different things. I'm doing all my research. I'm going to share it with you guys on here. Don't worry, this isn't going to turn into some crypto channel, but it is going to be like a focus, at least in the short term, for crypto, DeFi, and the blockchain stuff. So anyway, so the first episode talks about DeFi, or decentralized finance. That's basically cutting the banks out, so it's always a good thing. They talk about how the real motivating factor behind DeFi, although it's going to be based on the blockchain is this. If you guys don't know much about blockchain technology, I'd learn about what the potential is. You will in this documentary, that's for sure. It focuses on decentralized finance purely because finance is one of those things that people can really get their head around, right? If you tell somebody, hey, buy some Bitcoin, it'll go up 100-fold. People go, okay, cool, I'll embrace that and do that. Or if you say, look, I'll basically incentivize you to do this with these particular coins in a financial sort of way, it is embraced much more quickly than if you have some more obscure but potentially much more powerful application for blockchain technology. So this documentary series is focusing on decentralized finance, or DeFi, but it does go into all the other applications as well, which is really, really cool and just really blew my mind. So for this video though, I just wanted to show you a little bit of episode 1 and then talk about this: how to safely earn investment yields 67 times higher than the legal financial system. Not legal, legacy financial system. Bitcoin is legal, just so you guys know, at least at the moment. So let me go to the actual documentary. I've got too many channels open as usual. Episode 1. So this is it. Let's just play the first little clip.
Humanity without freedom is holding on to a string. Where is the equality? This opportunity, rich or poor, both must.
So I actually know this guy, Nate Hopkins, the president and producer of this series. I was talking to him on the phone the other day. Really great guy, one of the best in the industry, and I think whatever Nate produces seems to be extremely high quality. So so far this documentary has lived up to my expectations, far exceeded them actually.
Have the right to see a change. We need to have a changing of the mind, but you must believe it. On this day, we see great nations rise by the meek, the humble. This is not a physical war. One idea can lead to greatness. United, we are strong, but with knowledge, we are stronger.
Yeah, so there's Uncensored Crypto Introduction. It actually launches into a really good introduction with a guy that I've had quite a bit of exposure to over the years, but I've never really taken that seriously, a guy called Teeka Tiwari. And the reason I've not really taken him that seriously is a lot of his newsletters and things are so overhyped and marketed. I actually did a video on the Palm Beach newsletter. Let me just pull it up. The Palm Beach, Teeka Tiwari. I did... let's see. Yeah, this one here. So I did this video, I'll put a link in the description, talking about one of his lowest cost newsletters. The rest of them are much more expensive. So he is actually one of the pioneers on Bitcoin, and he himself really thought that this was a scam when it first started. But the whole idea that it survived this long, and even when it has crashed, it's not crashed much at all. It still has a huge market value. It's something that, really, it's easy on the internet when you're listening to these ads and things to think that everybody's like some scam artist or they're just hyping something. Because I'd see these ads for, that he was running. But really, you can tell from the interview in the crypto documentary series that the guy is he was blown away by the technology, and he's really passionate about it. And he basically said that he's changed the whole goal of his life now is to really get this blockchain and Bitcoin crypto technology going. That we're at a point in the world's history that is just fantastic, and you can tell he's a genuine guy from listening to him. It's really, really exciting. Anyway, so that's a little sneak peek at Uncensored Crypto, the documentary series. If you don't know much about the blockchain, they do start breaking it down in this episode. It's pretty good. I'm going to keep updating this review as we go and keep giving you guys the link to go and check this thing out, because I really think that this documentary series is going to change the way I think and the way that I invest, and hopefully it'll change the way that you guys think as well if you haven't already fully embraced this new way to make money. So really quickly, just want to cover one of the points. This one here, how to earn 67 times higher. Basically, the rise of DeFi seems to be primarily driven by money, right? So the banks are out there and they'll charge they'll want 20% APY for a loan, right? But they'll give you 0.5% per year on money that they borrow from you, which is absolutely ridiculous, right? I mean, can you believe that? Look, this is the best out there in the legacy financial world, is things like this. Look, 0.5%. Like, this is the best. This is NerdWallet producing the best yield that you can get on typical savings or interest. If you can, like, basically to beat that isn't that hard, right? So in the crypto world, they're cutting out the middleman, the bank, so that instead of getting paid 0.5, you can get paid 1, 2, 5, 10%, even 20% APY for having your holdings of a particular coin. So for example, if you go to Gemini and you buy the Gemini dollar, I haven't done this yet, but I'm going to, you get 8% APY, 8% as opposed to 0.5%. Can you imagine how much that compounds over the years compared to conventional legacy finance like banking? It's just ridiculous. So for me with Coinbase, it's not nearly so good. If I can try and find it, I opened a Coinbase account the other day. This is Coinbase, good platform, probably not the best. I'm still exploring those options. But if you look here is the different coins that you can hold. So USDC is really bad. It's not a good example. It's like 0.15. How about DAI? Let's look at this one. So this one is 2%, I think. Let's see. So if you just get these stable coins and you put in, we're not talking about a stock here, like a dividend stock. We're talking about stuff that holds its value in like relation to the dollar. It's a stable coin. This one is 2%. I'm trying to find out where it actually says that. I saw earlier. Here we go, 2%. So you can get a lot more than that if you're prepared to take on just a little bit more risk, like if you're going to lend it out yourself or whatever. But you can get 8% on Gemini, and I've seen up to 20%. So 100 times the national interest rate, which is just amazing. So you can see that like just by moving your money out of conventional banks and using this new idea of decentralized finance, you can actually save yourself a ton of money. You'll actually beat inflation instead of getting screwed by inflation. So that's really, 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 really cool. It's just like one of the best things about this whole thing. And that's probably just going to get better as decentralized finance improves, gets underway more competition, more, everything gets going. You probably do a lot better. So getting like money out of this system for people that are really into financial stuff like you and I, we have a huge opportunity here. Like just probably a few like months ago now, I just look up the a few months ago I did a video on helium mining on YouTube, so you can see like if you go and buy one of these helium miners, I'll just show you the page, helium miner. So you can mine coins called the helium coin, HNT, and build your own decentralized network essentially. So you can build out this network of nodes and everything. So basically taking the role of some of these big players, so decentralizing, taking the money and the power out of one person or one government or one corporation's hands is really, really cool. So yeah, so check out some helium mining if you're looking to make some extra money on the side. Everybody knows about Bitcoin and Ethereum mining. That's pretty cool as well. But yeah, so this documentary, it basically starts with this. Each episode is like an hour and a half long or something. You're getting, like, it's just the value here is just ridiculous. I've made it through episode 1, and it's just blown my mind about all these principles and people that I never knew, like, were in this space and things. Just really exciting stuff. Let's take a quick look through the documentary here. So I wonder if it gives an overview. Click on materials. Doesn't seem to. Let's see what the next lesson is. So you see how they're called lessons? It's a documentary series, but it's really well produced. You can see like really nice settings. This guy, maybe you guys recognize him. A lot of these people are actually fairly new names to me. This is Michael Hearn. He's the interviewer for the whole documentary series, and he's basically going around and finding these guys that are experts on this stuff and chatting to them. And some of their insights are just amazing. I'm just trying to see if there's anything. Oh right, it's the transcript that you can get. Anyway, go and check this out. I think if you're looking to learn more about NFT stuff, if you're looking to learn more about DeFi in general, and also just all the other applications that the blockchain is going to be used for over the next few years and decades, then it's definitely worth going out and checking this out. Of you guys that are into like taking down the government kind of thing, this sort of idea, the battle for tomorrow's wealth and power, why the fight for our future is taking place in the battlefield, the currency is money, and the dire consequences if we lose. So a lot of stuff there about China, about how, the bad things that, China's up to, all these types of things. Really, really, really exciting stuff. I'll do another review on the next episode and kind of tell you what to expect from that as well, coming up soon. Alright guys, hope you have a good new year, and I'll talk to you very soon. Cheers.